Hi there, my name is Gina Golden and welcome. I am going to be talking about diaphragmatic breathing for people that want to overcome test anxiety. Once again, I'm Gina Golden, your inner coach. I am with Inner Coach Counseling here in Atlanta, Georgia, and I love helping people overcome test anxiety through a lot of holistic approaches. So today I'm going to focus on breathing and the importance of effective breathing to help you relax and to do better, not just on your test, but in your personal life. Whenever any feelings of worry, dread, fear, or even procrastination and self doubt come welling up into your mind and into your body. And so many of you may have more of a cognitive process in which you are thinking or overthinking or having limited thinking about your capacity and your abilities, right? Some of you may feel ashamed and embarrassed that you haven't passed the test or passed your examination or even signed up for your certification. Some of you are being held back because you won't be promoted until you get this certification, get this degree, or get this license. And so with test anxiety comes with a lot of history behind it, right? Many people that have testing anxiety have some sort of event that they believe or accept it to be true, and so it wells up. It becomes their limiting beliefs, their subconscious programming that keep them from taking and or passing their examination. And so we want to quell that. We want to quell the physiological symptoms of that by steadying our body, gaining some control and some relaxation throughout our mind and in our body. And so today we're going to talk about diaphragmatic breathing, which studies have shown, even through neural imaging, that it has a positive effect on the brain, that they can see changes that happen in the brain through deep breathing, diaphragmatic breathing, as well as other modalities, other holistic and alternative modalities such as meditation, yoga, and even chanting, right? And so we're going to focus on again on diaphragmatic breathing, which was created in 1938 by Edmund Jackson. He developed he actually developed progressive muscle relaxation, which falls under some of these breathing relaxation techniques that we're going to be talking about. We know that effective breathing reduces the activation of the amygdala. And the amygdala is responsible, or partly responsible, mostly responsible for our fight or flight response. And the amygdala are like these two small almond-shaped structures in your brain, one on each side of the brain, and it triggers this ancient fight or flight response. And this is what wells up in you when you think about, oh my gosh, I have to study for this examination, I have to take the test, I have to apply for the test, I have to sit for the test, and now I'm taking the test, and your fight or flight response is fully activated. So one of the ways that you can help yourself get through that process is by incorporating relaxation techniques. And one that we're going to be talking about today is diaphragmatic breathing, also known as abdominal breathing. And again, what this does is it turns on your relaxation response. Yes, you actually have a relaxation response in your body, and that lives in your parasympathetic nervous system, which is not the same as your sympathetic nervous system that regulates your fight or flight response, right? So we want to turn that on. And one of the differences, or what sets diaphragmatic breathing apart from some of the other breathing, is that the focus is on the abdomen area. The focus is in the movement of your diaphragm area, right? And we want to get the breathing away from our chest and more so in our abdomen. And this movement of your diaphragm, what it does, just the movement of this in and out breathing from your abdomen, it massages your internal organs, and it has a great effect on your liver, your stomach, and even your heart. So it has all sorts of uh, benef- beneficial effects on your internal organs. So we're just going to jump right in and start practicing, right? So I'm going to move back so you can kind of see my belly. Okay, so the first thing I want you to do is sit comfortably. Find somewhere comfortable you can sit. I am sitting on my pink office chair. It gives me support, back support, right? And I can put my feet flat on the ground, but you find a chair that is comfortable for you. One second here. You find something that is comfortable for you. Okay. Now, I want you to just place one hand on your chest, one hand on your abdomen, like so. And just breathe. Just breathe deeply. Close your eyes. And just breathe deeply the best way you know how. Okay, now I want you to notice where the breathing, what part of your body, your chest or your belly, that is moving the most. So just notice that. So if you notice that it's more in your chest area, then we know that we have to practice more of the abdominal breathing. So with diaphragmatic breathing, the focus and the attention is in the abdominal area. So try it again. This time as you do it, I want you to focus on that hand that's on your belly to expand. As you inhale, I want your belly to expand, and as you exhale, your belly retracts, right? So practice that, focusing on the hand that's on your abdomen. You see? Now, also to be a little more helpful, you can use a pillow such as this one, or even smaller, even a teddy bear, or some small lightweight product that you could sit on your belly if you are laying flat on your bed. And then you can see the rise and fall of your belly through the pillow or the stuffed animal or some other small lightweight object. You could see it if you're laying flat. You could see it going up and down. Then you'll know that your focus is in your abdominal area, where that's where you want to be. Okay, so you want to practice this type of breathing just for 5 minutes, 3 times a day. So 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes in the afternoon, and 5 minutes in the evening. Just 5 minutes. If you can't do it 3 times a day, try it 2 times a day. If you can't do it 2 times a day, then do it once a day, because we don't want this to be another element of stress for you, right? We want this to be easy, but you have to put some conscious awareness into your practice. And so just like a person who runs a marathon, they have to practice. A person who gets a new job, they have to practice, right? So anything that we want to do well at, or even do, we have to practice. So this is a practice that you can incorporate into your life just with 5 minutes, 2 minutes, right? Increments. It doesn't have to be 30, 40, 50 minutes, okay? So practice this. This will help train your breathing, right? Because again, we need training. And then I want you throughout the day, notice when you tighten up your own breathing. Notice when you stop breathing. So many people stop breathing when they're driving. They don't realize that they're not breathing until something happens and they might let it out. But oftentimes we stop breathing when we're under a lot of stress and strain. So take notice of those times. And when you notice that, start your diaphragmatic breathing. Start breathing from your abdomen. So if you know that you are a nervous driver, or that you have road rage, or you tend to get uptight in the car, then as you're driving, take some cleansing breaths through your nostrils and expand your abdominal. So the benefits are enormous. Again, we see brain changes when we breathe effectively and productively. We know that breathing is an essential part of life. And so if we can control that, then we can control a lot of the negative symptoms or side effects of anxiety, worry, and stress. This helps to bring us into our parasympathetic nervous system, which is rest in the digest system, versus the fight or flight system or response, which is in the sympathetic nervous system, right? So we want to get homeostasis, we want to get balance, and diaphragmatic breathing is one way to get your body back into that rest and digest process. And this helps to alleviate so many other symptoms of anxiety, stress, worry, right? Feeling overwhelmed, feeling a sense of dread, fear, right? So just practice that. It takes very, very little effort on your part. All you need to do is find a comfortable place to sit, right? It could be on the floor, a chair, in the bed, in your office chair, anywhere you want, something that's comfortable. If you're in a chair, put your feet flat on the ground. If you are, you can even lay in the bed and put a pillow such as this one. This is my yoga pillow. This might be a bit big, but it could be something smaller or a stuffed animal. Watch the rise and fall, right? So you know that you are doing your abdominal breathing, that you're massaging your internal organs. Your diaphragm is doing the massaging with the proper breathing, right? So take some time and do this every day. It'll calm your amygdala's response to what it fears, and it's thinking that your test is something to fear, so it's putting you in your fight or flight. So take these active steps to reduce what you're experiencing now. We know that yoga and meditation and even chanting have positive effects on our lives. So take some time to implement this in your life. And I look forward to hearing your responses. I know that it works. Science have proven that these types of breathing mechanisms are extremely effective. I will talk about more in upcoming videos, but I wanted to make sure that you can start implementing this today. So once again, my name is Gina Golden, your inner coach with Inner Coach Counseling, and I wish you a wonderful and productive day. Peace and love.